Hey, my name's John Maroon. I am the owner of Maroon PR. We are a public relations firm in Columbia, Maryland. We established it in 2006 after a long career in sports public relations. And today we have 18 full-time employees, and we really work in those earned, owned, and paid spaces, working with nonprofits, hospitality, and sports organizations for the most part. In the history of our company, we haven't changed IT companies very often. We've maybe had 4 total over 18 years. And our contract was up with our existing managed services provider. And I'd known Jeff Lindsay from a past life, and we were friends, and I knew what he was doing now. And we had a cup of coffee, and he started telling me a little bit about Clearview, and I was intrigued. And I know what I don't know, and I do not know that universe, but he spoke to me very plainly. He then had our COO, Jen, and I meet with Matt Cooke, and it just felt right. And that just kind of, as we had longer discussions about our needs and really being more forward thinking than I'd ever heard an IT company be, it really clicked. The other thing that really resonated with me was the fact that we're small. They did not make us feel small. We were made to feel very important, critical to the operation. Matt was very much involved with getting us acclimated and up to speed. And we are never put on the back burner. Issues arise, and Carlos and the team are right there just helping out right away. So the whole idea of being made to feel like we're important to you, and also looking ahead. What are the plans when it involves the clouds or new machines, or really analyzing what our needs as an agency are versus a different kind of organization. So all those things really spoke to me, and we went with it. So a couple of the challenges we were facing as we entered into the relationship with Clearview was the move to the cloud, getting away from the old clunky server, the fact that many of our machines were incredibly outdated, and we always used a certain type of machine that we were being recommended by Clearview to switch from, which is a little unnerving when you don't know what's going on. So, and the third thing was we were preparing for an office move. Now, granted, that was a year away at the time, but it required a lot of forward thinking and planning. And Clearview helped us every step of the way, held our hands, explained why these choices were the right choices for our company. And we went with the recommendations and never looked back. So some of the results that I look back and I think about that came out directly as a result of our relationship with Clearview, there were really 3. One was really being forward thinking about an office move that was going to happen a year in advance, a year down the road. And Matt and the team right away said, hey, all right, let's think about what we need to do, get you in the cloud. What is that move going to look like a year from now? I like that, give me comfort. The second was the recommendation on the machines. So we had always used Dell, and Matt said, we'd like to switch you guys to Microsoft Surface Pros. And I was vaguely familiar with them, and he explained why for our industry they would make sense, why they're just a faster machine, easier to use, easier to move around with. And we moved forward with that. And he set up a plan to buy them over the course of time. We're going to buy a few at this point. We're going to buy a few at this point, help spread out the costs, which it all made perfect sense, and it worked beautifully. The biggest thing that I value from Clearview is the transparency when it comes to billing and what you get. We're a small business. Surprises hurt the budget. And I know every month when I pay Clearview, I build a bank of hours for anything, emergency things that come up. Matt and the team are very clear on here's what you get. And I never feel like I'm getting nickel and dimed. And from anybody that's a small business owner knows, that's the killer stuff that adds up. That's the frustrating stuff. I've literally never felt that way. And I'm working in an industry, IT, that I don't really understand. So in a lot of ways, it's a leap of faith and it's some trust. And I've never regretted giving that trust to Clearview. It's been great. To me, what it's like working with the Clearview team is I know the folks, right? It's personal. I've never had that with a managed service provider before. And they care about our business. They know what my needs are. They know folks in the office. And when I'm speaking to someone, whether it's Matt or Jeff or Carlos or any member of the team, they know who I am. I know who they are. It's an easy conversation, and they're really problem solvers, which I always appreciated. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that my computer's not working, or my email's not happening, or we're not connected to the printer, whatever. That's not my gig. That's their gig. And I know they solve it, they understand it, they talk to me in a way in which I could really absorb it. And if you're looking for a new solution in this area, I could recommend Clearview high enough.
My name is Matt Cooke, and I am the Director of Managed Services and Cyber Advisory at Clearview Group. Maroon PR specifically was facing the challenge of they needed somebody to have a more concise overview of their network, needed to bring things together, centralize their network, and really build out a plan for strategy and build in some efficiencies for them. Out of that, just because of the nature of what we do, we're able to show them how we could save them money over time and just bring them into a more mature sort of environment. Maroon PR was looking at ideas for getting away from their disparate sort of environments. We are Microsoft partners. And with that, we look towards bringing everybody into the future and bring them into a model that is very centrally administered. With that, we brought them into Microsoft devices and into Intune, which is all cloud-based, to help their network centralize and control all of their devices from one place. So when Maroon was looking at moving, they had brought us on board. And these are some of the first initial conversations that we had about them moving and helping through that. For our strategy, we knew that we wanted to get them to the cloud, and we wanted to have them in the cloud prior to that move, so that move would be a lot easier as far as not having to move servers, less equipment, less things to look after and take care of. So we accomplished all those goals. We had them into a serverless environment prior to their move, and when we did the move, it was very easy. It was just moving over infrastructure, firewalls, wireless access points, and then the users themselves. And it took us about 4 hours to do that. So that was a great success for us and them. And at the end of the day, all that planning and preparation worked out very well. Maroon PR is really our ideal type of customer, client, and partner. They work with us, they listen with us, and we feel more involved in their process. They draw us into their process as consultants, and it enables us to be proactive with them and provide them the level of service excellence that they deserve.